India has so far vaccinated 1/3 of its population with at least one dose of COVID-19 vaccine. But to reach 100% vaccination by year end, we have a long way to go still. At a time like this, a homegrown addition to India's vaccine arsenal is an innovative leap for the country. The Drug Controller General of India has granted emergency use authorization to Gujarat-based Zydus Cadila's 3-dose COVID-19 vaccine for all above the age of 12. For the entire world, ZyCoV-D is the first needle-free DNA-based vaccine. For India, it is also the second indigenous vaccine after Bharat Biotech's Covaxin. And so the decision is being seen as a big boost to India's vaccination drive and a timely move amid warnings of an upcoming third wave in the country, which some experts, by the way, have suggested could be deadlier towards children. After Serum Institute of India's Covishield, Bharat Biotech's Covaxin, Russia's Sputnik V and the vaccines by Moderna and Johnson & Johnson, ZyCoV-D has become the 6th vaccine to get regulatory nod in a 1.3 billion strong country of ours. Both Moderna and Johnson & Johnson, though, are yet to hit the Indian market. ZyCoV-D showed an efficacy rate of 66.6% in the interim phase 3 clinical trials of over 28,000 volunteers nationwide, which basically means that there was a 66% reduction in cases of disease in the vaccinated group compared to the unvaccinated or the placebo group. Apart from this, as there is growing concern over the highly contagious Delta variant worldwide, Zydus also expressed that since they conducted the third phase of the clinical trials at peak of the deadly second wave in India, its efficacy against the Delta variant also stood at 66%. The analysis further claimed 100% efficacy both against moderate disease after 3 doses of the vaccine and against severe disease or death after 2 doses. The firm also revealed that none of those who took part in the trials showed any severe adverse event. While phase 1 and interim phases 2 and 3 clinical trial data have been published, phase 3 full trials are yet to be completed. Now, many questions are also being asked on how a DNA vaccine works. Well, the DNA platform is not new per se, and research has been ongoing for several years to develop vaccines using this technology for infectious diseases like HIV or some cancers. A DNA vaccine essentially uses the plasmid, which is a small ring-like part of the DNA molecule, to deliver key information to the immune system. Now, this information is supposed to train the body to fight an infection. In the case of COVID-19, the spike proteins are this key information that the plasmid vaccine wants to deliver to the nucleus of a cell. The plasmid, when successful, should be able to trick the body into creating parts of the spike protein found in the novel coronavirus and then trigger the body's immune system into generating antibodies. So this ensures when your body actually comes in contact with the virus, your body knows how to fight it on effectively. What makes this vaccine all the more different is that Zydus will be using a needle-free system manufactured by Colorado-based PharmaJet. Apart from this, if we compare ZyCoV-D with Covaxin and Covishield, the basic difference lies in the technology. While ZyCoV-D is a DNA vaccine, both Covaxin and Covishield are based on the established viral vector and inactivated platforms. The DNA tech, though, is new, but there's also an advantage. The DNA vaccines are theoretically easy to redesign quickly to various mutations that might be out there. Scaling up of manufacturing is also relatively easier in the DNA vaccines as it does not require a live virus. Both Covaxin and Covishield are administered using an injection, while Cadila's vaccine, as explained earlier, is given using a flute jet. Now, here's why there's a little bit of challenge also in it. Zydus is given in 3 doses at intervals of 28 and 56 days. So it's a 3-dose vaccine as opposed to both Covaxin and Covishield that are given in 2 doses each after 4 to 6 weeks and 12 to 16 weeks respectively. While the price of Zycov-D is yet to be decided, just like Covishield and Covaxin, it is easy to store at 2 to 8 degrees Celsius and has shown good stability at 25 degrees Celsius for at least 3 months. As for the firm's production plans are concerned, according to the Group Managing Director Sharvil Patel, supply could begin by mid-September or in September. The company plans to manufacture 10 to 12 crore doses annually, 1 crore dose expected by October and 4 to 5 crore doses by the end of 2022 January. At a time when India needs to ramp up its vaccination program to achieve herd immunity quickly, the emergency approval for a new indigenous vaccine will be of a major help. Besides, now that India will soon have a vaccine for those in the 12 to 18 age group, and Zydus is also on track to apply for vaccine trial in children aged 3 to 12 years, all eyes are on whether this will prove to be a game changer and help the government and authorities plan for a better and safer future for the young.